Hello and welcome to episode 40 of Sunday League to Legend. We've made it to the big 4-0 on Football Manager 21 with our created side Leyland Albion, my old Sunday League team. Today's edition is a celebration as we bid farewell to the Vanarama National League North. Our last fixture at this level, hopefully, is against Warrington Town, managed by Paul Carden. The recommendation from our assistant Matt Clark, who to be honest is on his way out of the club, is to let the players know that we've been on a good run lately, so go out there and impress me. Do you know what? I'm going to pump my fists as I deliver that. Couple of players motivated, couple of experienced players in midfield, Tommy Hughes and Mark Kitching. Let's head to kick-off. This is our last game at Vanarama National League North. We say goodbye to these clubs right here. One of them will be coming up with us, whether that's Darlington FC United, long-time second place, longer-suffering viewers may remember, Boston United, Hereford FC Halifax and Kidderminster in the playoff positions, but so were Warrington when the day began. They were around 7th, so they'll be looking for the win here. But we've got a fast start, 6 minutes on the clock. Conacoma to Isake, and he's got another goal in a glittering season. Tyra at the back with the delivery. It's just not cut out, and there's the goal. Nothing that the double-barreled goalkeeper could do about that one. In terms of our team, we've got Mackenzie Chapman in goal. Broom is back at right back. He's just recovered from injury. Ben Tozer and Tyra in the centre of defence. Experience comes in the form of Kinsella. Actually, that experience does go right through midfield as well, because we've got Dan Smith, John Rooney, Tommy Hughes and Mark Kitchen all in midfield. Up front, it's the lethal duo of Conacoma and Isake. Attacked by Warrington, and it's just fired wide. Good opportunity for them. As you can see, Warrington will go down to 6th if the result stays as it is, but as anybody who has watched this series knows, there is no chance of it staying like this for the rest of the game. There's always goals when Leyland Albion play. But FC United going back up to 2nd place as it stands. Not sure if that has a great impact on them in the playoffs. I suppose if they play Darlington, which they only sort of would do in the final probably. So 2nd or 3rd, it's a bit of a muchness for those two clubs. Smith now forward to Isake. Can he get a cross in? He can't. He's lost the ball, but it's going to go back to Kinsella. Rooney now, Coma, and just cushions the ball. 31st goal of the season, thanks to Mark Kitching with the assist. Our top goal scorer, our record goal scorer, is Connor Coma. Had those couple of seasons with North Ferriby as we went through the leagues, but he has come back with a bang. This is his 2nd season since his return, and has just continued where he left off, firing in the goals left, right and centre, and now he's got Isake there who can shoulder some of the burden as well. We are the top scorers in the division, of course. We're also best goal difference, and there's Chapman looking for another clean sheet. A win here. We are still at Mill Farm. Interestingly, we're probably going to stay at Mill Farm for the next few months. It seems that the build of our new stadium, as Dan Smith puts us 3 goals to the good, the new stadium has been delayed by around 4 months, so perhaps the ongoing coronavirus pandemic had something to do with that, or Brexit, you know, could have been. If you've not got a special skill, these lads obviously have, as they are building the Leyland Albion Stadium, it's called. I'm rather hoping that we get the chance to name it. I mean, I am a club legend here, So the only club legend, in fact. And as a result of this game, Warrington will go down to 9th as it stands. So Hyde and Kidderminster would be the teams to get into the playoffs above FC Halifax. So a bit of an interesting one. I should say, in terms of other local sides, Southport, mid-table, really. Nothing happening with them. As that's a good goal from Christian Norton. Edge of the box, 23rd of the season. Mackenzie Chapman there, not giving in the ball back. It comes to a bit of a 1-2 with Buchanan, who's into the side, and then disappointing that the ball goes all the way through those players. Half time, 3-1. I think we'd have taken that, especially because Warrington actually have a better XG than we do. So that just goes to show the type of chances they've been carving out and not taking. FC Halifax, by the way, back in the playoffs. So it's Hyde and Warrington who are going to miss out. As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by half-time. Southport, a local side, bit of obscurity in mid-table, probably the right place for them, as Connor Comer fires in his 32nd of the season. That's a brace for him. Chorley, rock bottom. They are relegated down to not even sure pitching in stage. So they've had quite a fall from grace, considering that they, of course, began life in the Vanarama National, or at least in the National North, where with a good shot of promotion, because they've only just been relegated in real life by points per game, of course. That controversial end to the previous season before we got underway. The ball now not sticking really, but it is sticking with Norton, who draws a save from Chapman, who of course has lost his clean sheet, which is a bit disappointing. But Ben Tozer clearing the ball there. Hyde now must be losing because they're down in 9th, and it's Kidderminster just above Warrington on goal difference. Blythe Spartans, I thought was going to be a big team this season, 13th, and it's Spenny Moore as it stands, who would join Chorley in the relegation places. Chapman with a big booming ball upfield. Here's Connor Comer looking for his hat-trick. It's a poor effort by our record goal scorer. Time to make a couple of changes. We do have 5 players on the bench, all of whom can contribute. Benjamin Checklit, the Belgian, coming on for Tommy Hughes. And up front, I think we'll bring off... I can't do it to Isak. I want to give him the opportunity to score a few more goals. No, it's not happening. We'll just check in defence. Not really much of a problem. Tyra is probably the next one to come off, but we'll leave there. We shall stick, as it were. No advice from Matt Clark yet, our assistant in the dugout. He's clearly keeping things close to his chest. Probably a little bit disappointed that I've chosen not to renew his contract. The only ones that I have renewed for the staff are the under-23 manager and under-18s manager. I don't want them to go without anybody at such a vital stage for them, as there's more movement in the playoff positions. Halifax now up to 5th, Hereford down to 6th. Still Kidderminster holding on to that 7th place. In fact, shall we just quickly pause the game just so that we can see Kidderminster's score. Darlington big winners, 4-0. Kidderminster 2-2 with Kings Lynn, so that is on a bit of a knife edge, isn't it? FC United winning against Spenny Moore. You'd sort of expect that, if we're being honest. So it's all to play for here. If Darlington drop any points, FC United will be there to pick up on it, you would have thought. As we roll down to the last 5 minutes of the Vanarama National League North season. It is going to be all over. A lower XG than our opponents, less shots, less on target, but still we are doing the business. 4-1, 2 for Connor Comer, Isak and Dan Smith with another. Could we grab a fifth? No, it's gone all the way back to the Warrington Town goalkeeper. Now it's forward. And they've got one back. They have not. It's disallowed by the linesman's flag. Lynch offside. We'll see it here. Yeah, just goes. Oh, it's a tad too early, isn't it? Barely goes early, but gets flagged offside. Lynch missing out on a late goal now. Checklet and Kitching. There's John Rooney. Just his second goal of the season. And it is a 5-1 hammering. Warrington Town, who came into this game with playoff hopes, they have been dashed by the Leyland Albion. Up the Albion, we are going up. And in fact, Warrington are about to sneak into the playoffs. Their promotion hopes have not been dashed. Other results have just gone their way, it has to be said. And there you have the final league table. The Albion on top with 97 points. Disappointing we couldn't get to the full 100. Darlington second on 82. They just overhauled FC United of Manchester late on in the day, the last few weeks of the season. Boston United fourth. They got a win over Chorley today. Then it's FC Halifax and Hereford. Warrington in seventh. What happened to Kidderminster? I'll tell you now. They lost 3-2 against Kings Lynn. Mitchell in the 92nd minute. That was what that's what ended their playoff hopes. Without that, they would have got in. With a point, they had a better goal difference than Warrington. It's a sickener for Kidderminster Harriers, isn't it? Hyde could only manage a draw. 1-1 with Braintree. And as far as I'm aware, Braintree are down at the bottom. Yes, they are. In fact, they have avoided relegation. It's Spennymoor going down with Chorley. So 35 points apiece for Braintree and Spennymoor. But it is Chorley with 29. They were always on the way out. South Shields managed to haul themselves up into 14th. We actually had a draw with South Shields fairly recently. So I want to say thank you for joining me for this Vanarama National League North season. The 40th episode is done. We are up. Our next challenge is the Vanarama National League itself and a chance for a shot at the Football League. The only problem is there are a lot of big clubs in the Vanarama National these days. Not quite sure we're going to cut it at that level. What will happen between now and Wednesday's episode, hopefully it's on Wednesday, will be that I will gut the entire squad. We'll get rid of a host of players, bring some new ones in with a bit of experience at the Vanarama National level, and hopefully that'll give us a chance. A lot of these players are only on 1-year contracts, so the likes of John Rooney, for example, Dan Smith is only on a 1-year contract. I think Coma and Issei K are the only two that are definitely long-term signees. Everybody else can be, and I suspect will be, replaced by better players as we approach our opportunity to mix it with the big boys. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you on Wednesday.